Welcome to NBA Basketball. I'm Damon Bruce. We've got you covered here on 2K Sports. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's the
And the players doing a little talking here before tip-off. It's all in good fun right now. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr will provide the analysis. A quick check now at the starting five for both teams. First for the Spurs, Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. And in the middle, out of Brazil, taken with the 28th pick back in 2008, the 6'11" pivot man, Thiago Splitter. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Duncan in at the 4. And then for the Miami Heat, Chalmers and D-Wade are the guards. And playing at the 5, the always versatile 6'11" star big man, able to score inside and out, Chris Bosh. Then it's LeBron James, and it's Haslam in at the power forwards position. Now here's Parker. And stolen by LeBron. And now Chalmers pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And there's the call by the official. They'll thank the basket here following the goaltending call.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count. Only 3 teams in the entire Eastern Conference had a better than 500 record against the West. And no surprise the Heat were one of those 3. And they were dominant against Western Conference opponents all year long.
Right now we're going to go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Doris?
I asked him what they needed to key in on defensively, and he said, well, we've got to limit penetration by Tony Parker. He's really the, quote, head of the snake, and with his floater, he doesn't need to get all the way to the rim to score. It's crucial that we do our best to keep him outside the lane. Guys, that's no easy assignment. We'll see how much success they have defensively.
Thanks, Doris. Mark, adding on to what you were saying about the Heat versus the West, they ended up 25-5, which is incredible, Steve, given how many tough teams that are in the Western Conference.
That's amazing, Kevin. They had a better record against the West than they did against the East in terms of their winning percentage. So I think that speaks to just how motivated Miami was when they went out on the road to the West in particular to really show everybody how good they were.
And here's Wade. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. And LeBron throws it down.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Leonard kicks to Parker. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Splitter. Cannot hit. Bosh with some nice D.
Well, if you're going to learn from someone, you might as well take some lessons from Tim Duncan. That's what Thiago Splitter has done in San Antonio. Really kind of growing up under the tutelage of one of the great players of all time.
For Miami, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Now here's Wade. Makes the lead pass. It's Bosh. That time when they assist by Wade. Bosh has got his second bucket. And Splitter taken 28 by the Spurs way back in 2007 draft. But they had to wait 3 seasons, Clark, for him to come over from Spain. And as Greg Popovich was saying just this past season, he's finally showing what he can do because he's been healthy.
Yeah, agreed, Kevin. I think it was a wait worth making,
yes,
quite honestly. I mean, one of the premier backup centers in the NBA the last 3 seasons, and he earned himself a nice payday with his new contract, too.
And San Antonio has possession. The Heat getting the bucket.
One of the holy grails, if you will, for statistical achievement is to put a quadruple double on the books. Duncan came close in the 2003 finals, but he also came fairly close to it last year as well. 31, 18 rebounds, 6 assists, and 5 blocks.
You know, Steve, you talk about big games for Duncan last season. Don't forget the game against Utah. 21 rebounds, 22 points, 6 blocks. It was incredible.
Yeah, he's the first player 35 or older to post a 20-20 in 5 games since 2001 when, ironically enough, his old teammate David Robinson reached that mark. So something's going on down there in San Antonio, I guess.
Now here's LeBron. Out to Wade. Just 5 on the clock. Gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Leonard dishes to Duncan. And he drops that one in. Duncan's got 5 now.
Well, I tell you what, Greg Popovich, a really impressive leader for the Spurs. He's able to keep all of his players locked into what's best for the team. Has a military background, played basketball and studied at the Air Force Academy before serving 5 years in the Air Force. And you know some of the leadership that he brings to his position was learned from his past experiences.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Matt Bonner, he's checked in for Splitter. Diaw comes in for Tim Duncan. Manu Ginobili's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Bellinelli in for Daniel Green. Now here's LeBron. Battier outside. Takes a 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Spurs trail by 4. Parker passes to Ginobili. He dishes it to Bellinelli. Back to Ginobili. And there's the pass to Parker. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Parker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Clark, you mentioned Pop's time at the Air Force Academy. That's where he got his start in the coaching ranks.
Yeah, 6 years as an assistant there. He was head coach at Pomona, an assistant coach with the Golden State Warriors and the Spurs, and eventually moved into the front office in San Antonio. But wow, what an amazing run it's been for him. 17 years as the head coach of the Spurs.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Boy, they couldn't hook up there on what's really a pretty basic pass.
For Miami, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Doubled by Bellinelli. And Cole kicks to LeBron. The dish to Cole. Anderson right side. Defended by Bonner. Out to Battier. Just 3 to shoot. The Heat need to get a shot off. Allen for the 3.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
They get it again. Here's Bonner. Puts up the baby hook. Shot is off. Miami's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Allen outside to end the drought. And that is good.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. He kicks it to Diaw. Fires the 3. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Diaw's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Cole. Allen outside. LeBron James on the wing. He's covered by Ginobili. Unloads from 13. LeBron can't get it to go. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
And they're doing a fantastic job of finding the open man and getting easy looks.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, Kevin, a lot of the the Spurs' success is because they are able to manage the cap so well. It comes from them getting their key players to take just a little less when they renew their contracts. Tony Parker explained, quote, "I think it's just the atmosphere here, the family atmosphere. For me personally, why I did it was because deep down in my heart, I know Pop will take care of me until the end of my career. Seems that it's worth a few extra dollars to have that kind of security, guys."
Great leadership from the top on down. And Doris, credit the players for really buying in.
And what an amazing run it was for the Spurs last year in the postseason. You know, swept the Lakers, survived Golden State, and then dismantled Memphis on their way to the NBA Finals. And then, of course, we're seconds away from another championship banner.
Now, here's Dion. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Tough three-point try there with a hand in his face.
Boy, you'd be lucky to make that one against great defense.
Battier dishes to Anderson. And good on the basket. Look at it. Anderson's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Heat. Now getting back to the Spurs, they look better and better as they went deeper into the playoffs, Clark. Heat were thought to be the heavy favorites at the start of the NBA postseason. But when they met in the finals, thoughts on who would win, I think, were pretty much split.
Yeah, and eventually, you know, this was one heck of a series because the Spurs not only had experience and talent, but they had multiple options offensively and did such a terrific job sharing the ball. They took the Miami Heat to the limit, but at the end of the day, it came down to LeBron James and Dwayne Wade rising to the challenge.
Bonner kicks to Diaw, and he hits it to tie the game up. Diaw's got 6 points.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
LeBron gets the screen from Battier. LeBron kicks to Battier. Cole. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
The Heat have magnificent talent, but even coming off an NBA title, they had never put their name into the conversation of the great team until last spring when they went on that amazing 27-game winning streak.
The Spurs making a switch here. Splitter is checked in for Matt Bonner. Duncan comes in for Boris Diaw. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Green in for Bellinelli. Now here's Parker. Here's Duncan. The shot misses. Great D that time for Hazel. And for the Heat, they were staring right at the 72 Lakers win record, and I'm sure everyone remembers, but ultimately they would fall, Steve, to the Bulls after 27 consecutive wins.
Yeah, that streak to me was one of the great feats in NBA history. Winning 27 games in a row in the regular season, so difficult, but it showed you what the Heat were made of. They really were battling every night, and I thought that put them on a great run heading into the playoffs.
Now here's Leonard. After the miss from Hazel. Parker left side. Latrey. The offensive rebound. Duncan. And the layup falls. Duncan's got 7.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
And here is Chalmers. Outside Bosch. Now Haslem inside, and he slams it one-handed. There it is, guys, that Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
And Green gets it to go.
The thing you notice right off the bat from the statistics, just his three-point percentage. I mean, it's a terrific number, and it's a combination of things. Good shot selection, his mechanics are solid, and his movement on the perimeter is outstanding.
And you know, this is the other thing about him. He's very sophisticated as a one-on-one defender. No matter who he's matched up with, he consistently takes away their #1 strength.
Ray Allen, he's checked in for Miami. Bosch passes to Allen. And the basket good. Allen's got 5 points so far.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. A different look now for San Antonio. Honor Ginobili, he's checked in for Splitter. Mills comes in for Daniel Green. And DeColo subbed in for Tony Parker. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Well, LeBron James' game is so well-rounded, you might forget that he led the league in scoring back in 2008. He said, I've done that before. I'm capable of doing it, but that's not my job here. My job is to do a lot of everything, rebounding, passing, and defending. Guys, his versatility and completeness as a basketball player is what makes him so incredible to watch.
He can do it all, Doris. Pass, shoot, a special talent. He feeds it to Allen. And another basket for Miami.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
San Antonio's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times.
You know, the Spurs really have a cohesive culture, and part of that is something that Greg Popovich has been able to do, and that's being able to join guys together that normally might not hang out. For instance, you had Matt Bonner taking Steven Jackson out to a Coldplay concert last season. One way to help guys get to know each other off the court, and it helps them on the court.
Spurs trail by 3. And Mills kicks to DeColo. Duncan. Spurs working the ball around now. The 3 from Mills. That's good. Mills has got 6. And back to Popovich and the Spurs, he really makes a point of getting to know his players and have them get to know one another.
That's right, Kevin. He likes to have his players have a sense of perspective about the world. He wants them to know that there are other things going on besides the NBA. In fact, back in 2012, he had the players watching the presidential debates together.
4 on the shot clock. Picked his pocket. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And Allen with the block.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, I've been impressed with just both teams' energy, just really working hard on the board. Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Splitter's checked in for Mills. And it's Bellinelli in for DeColo. Ginobili dishes to Leonard. And it's off from three-point range. Now Chalmers. Pass to Wade. With 4 seconds on the clock. No good.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
And we're through 2 here and a good one. Heat lead by 1. Make sure you stay tuned for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce. Then we'll be back here right after that for the second half.
Now, presented by Sprint. And we play 2 quarters out at American Airlines Arena, and the Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back to Miami, Florida, and the American Airlines Arena.